What are you passionate about? You know, we got names for people who are really into certain things. There's Trekkies, you know, those people that are really into Star Trek. We've got foodies, the people who are into all things gourmet. They always want to try the latest dish. They're techies, people who are into all sorts of technology. Those are the ones who are always standing in long lines or camping out waiting for the next smartphone. We've got groupies, people into music groups or celebrities. We've got fashionistas, people who are into all things fashion. Well, I love tennis. I don't know if that makes me a tennisista, but it's something I've always loved to play, to watch, whatever. It's always been on my bucket list to go to the U.S. Open in New York. And so a couple summers ago, my son was living up there, and we decided to go and spend a day. What was funny to me is all the people who came in to watch the tournament dressed in their tennis gear from head to toe. I even saw this one family, they all came in matching tennis outfits. My first thought was, oh, poor kids. And I've heard that people do this at golf tournaments too, walk around in all their golf gear, just like they're playing the round themselves. You know, people at baseball and football and basketball games, they don't do that. They might wear a jersey or something, but they don't wear the whole outfit. So when the first century world saw that early church, it was really obvious what they were passionate about. It showed all over them. They loved God, they loved each other, they even loved outsiders, and it showed in everything they did. They gathered together for worship and to learn what they were supposed to be doing, how they were supposed to act, and then they took care of each other. And as Christians today, whatever else we're into, we've got to be passionate about those same things. We've got to care about each other. We've got to care about the world around us, and we've got to show our love for God. Here's how Jesus said it when somebody asked him what was the greatest commandment. He said, love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, with all your strength, and love your neighbor as yourself. Basically, love God, love people. Now, we're not going to duplicate everything they did in the first century. I mean, we're nowhere near the temple, and very few of us have over 3,000 people join our church in a single day. And unlike them, we've got the ability to communicate with many more people much faster. In fact, the technology we have now would have seemed like sorcery to them. But it's not their actions that we want to imitate, it's their passion. We want to love God and love people the way they did. Their heart's desire was to follow and honor God, period. And they showed their love by their unwavering devotion to Him, even in the face of severe persecution. They simply wanted to find out what He desired and then do it. Now, they showed their love to those outside of their group by sharing the story of Jesus with everybody who would listen. That's why many more continued to join them. And they proved their love for each other by simply taking care of each other. They made sure everyone had what they needed. The story in the Bible in Acts 2 tells us that those who had extra property actually sold it to make sure others had food and necessities to live on. Now, we can hear about this kind of passion sitting in church on Sunday morning, but it's not as easy to practice it in a large group setting. It's really learned more deeply in a small group of caring people where we learn to follow Christ together, where we really get to know each other's needs. This is also the place where we get the personal encouragement to follow through on all of this. Today in your groups, you're going to talk about your personal passions and how to develop godly passions together. Enjoy your time.